What's up, everybody? It's Make It Make Sense, and we already heard that Latasha had slam production, but now Tamika is saying she was done dirty too, and we got to talk about it. Like the video as my intro plays, and let's get right into it.
Make it make sense. Could somebody please make it make sense?
Big moves.
Surfer.
Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
Okay, guys, so I'm back again. I just needed a couple days. So for all of you guys who reached out to me asking me if everything was okay, it was fine. I just had to take a couple days. So this popped up. I thought it was hilarious. Y'all say it was called the Battle of the Buns. Who you got? You got Sheree, you got Candy. I think that Candy is giving Bratz Doll 90s girl group realness. Sheree is giving 90s, 80s Elvira Mistress of the Night. Y'all, who y'all got? Put it in the comments. I'll be interested to see. Because, you know, a bun is a bun. Buns come in all shapes, sizes. Who y'all got? Anyway, so Tamika did an interview with Cocktails with Queens. Shout out to Cocktails with Queens for the full interview. Definitely go check them out. But there were a couple juicy tidbits that I heard her say, and y'all know how we do over here.
Like, girl, get it together. Connect the dots.
Okay. So she definitely had some interesting things to say about production, and I want you guys to hear it.
Needed it. The words, it resonated with me. And I was like, you know what, for one night, I just need to celebrate me. It was a lot of things that I
She's speaking about her song specifically, and I want to say thank you everybody who supported it. I shared this 3 days ago. You guys showed up and showed out. I saw you all in the comments. Even though Latasha fans don't necessarily like me, I did the same thing for her. I support all of the ladies in their endeavors. We're going to have some Latasha news because some stuff has been hitting the streets about her album. We're going to talk about it at the end of this video. But let's get back to Tamika.
accomplished that I wanted to show on the show, but they took away. Like you saw Tiny, she was cooking out of my cookbook. They wouldn't mention it. She was using my seasonings. They didn't mention it. She made one of my drinks. They didn't mention it. I brought the seasoning to Taj. They didn't mention it. So I was like, I'm going to celebrate me. During the pandemic, I created 8 different spices. Tamika Scott Southern Fuse. And I have my own cookbook. Table set cooking with Tamika Scott, because y'all know I love to cook. I be throwing
So right there. We all know at this point that these reality shows don't necessarily pay a lot. However, for anybody who gets on it, it's automatic product placement for whatever else you're doing with your life. We knew that Lily has, you know, she likes to talk about her lady parts. She has a book titled Miss Hot Lady Parts. We know that Coco's son is a rapper or an emo type rapper, I believe, with like 1 million people who follow him. And the younger son, Jalen, is following in Coco's footsteps and wants to be a singer. We are allowed to hear those things about other people. We found out that Tiny's daughter, the youngest one, is a singer, and the older daughter is actually putting out an EP. That's what these shows should do for you. Tamika was technically like the breakout star of this show. She had products, and the only thing that you chose to show was her life with Escape, and then kind of like the turmoil going on with her sister and her mother. Mona, you on something right there. I don't like it. Tamika goes on to say a few more things about the show.
SWV and Escape, the Queens of R&B, which is very popular. Everybody loves it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about the way you all were represented on the show?
The show itself, if I had a chance to do it over, I wouldn't.
Oh, wow.
I totally wouldn't, because it's just a lot that happened. And sometimes when you do...
That's a lot to say, right? Because this technically could have been really great for her. But in her eyes, she's viewing it as production definitely let her down because all they chose to show was her family stuff.
When you do business with friends, sometimes some people don't know how to take the business, and they like to say, "Oh, you're being disrespectful," but it's not being disrespectful. Is we're having a business conversation, and it's been a big misconception about, oh, Escape was very disrespectful, but we weren't. You know, you had Candy saying, you know, about the top billing, and you know, we had a conversation. And one thing that shouldn't have happened, it should have happened on TV. It should have been the managers talking it out.
Right.
Technically, she's very right, guys. That could have been a scene that production set up with Escape management, SWV management, and even if there was turmoil with Rocky, then that's what you show because that's how it should happen. It should not be the groups working out. Plus, SWV and Escape had already worked together in the past. Managements had talked. SWV opened up for Escape. Mona saw something, production saw something, and they chose to capitalize on it to ramp up the drama on the show. But in terms of Tamika, I know for a fact that a lot of you all told me you didn't even know she had a cookbook or seasoning. I talked about it on this show, let you know where you could find it. Similarly to what I did for Tasha, even though the Tasha fans don't like me. And that's wrong. Everybody else is allowed to promote. Why wouldn't you let the pseudo star of the show promote their actual stuff? That, do you know what it could have meant with, I think they had like 500,000-600,000 viewers. If she could have talked about her seasonings, you know what that could have done for her product? It's really wrong.
But it didn't happen that way. And a lot of things were said that should have been. But one thing I can truly say is that we never disrespected SWV. We never said we wanted to fight. We never talked about their bodies. We never talked about everything that were said were facts, and it was business. So
do you think there's going to be a season 2?
No. I won't be in it. No, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it because, you know, looking at it, you see these two great groups, powerful groups that's still thriving 30 years.
So the fact that she's not willing to do a season 2, I don't care what anybody says. I want her on RHOA. And if she can't get on RHOA, I know a lot of people say, oh, it's because, you know, they don't want her to have another fallout with Candy. If they can't get her on RHOA, give her her own show. Get her away from Mona Scott. Mona Scott did a interview on the red carpet with the Yes Show. And I want you guys to hear what she had to say in response to a question about Tamika going over to RHOA. And I told you guys when I saw this interview, something does not sound right there. It does not sound like she has this woman's best interest at heart, because her show, there was no guarantee there was a season 2, but I'm going to let you guys hear it. Shout out to the Yes Show.
Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's like the campaign. Real Housewives of Atlanta. Tamika to be on Real House. Folks are rooting for Tamika to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's like the campaign.
No. She's on the Queens of R&B.
She's on the Queens of R&B.
Yes, we're gonna keep her.
And
right
we're gonna
there.
keep it right there.
Yes.
So y'all hold back, okay?
Hold on with that.
Why would they need to keep her right there? There was no guarantee there would be a second season. Like, I don't trust her. And Tamika, I hope that now that you see how you were handled on this show, you don't trust her either. Let that collaboration go, because I don't think she has your best interest. But I also want you guys to hear what she had to say with the update pertaining to Latocha. So let me cue that up for you guys. It felt like a very heartfelt interview, but a lot of Tamika's interviews seem very real. And I think that's what resonates with her and the audience. Again, shout out to Cocktails with Queens. If you want the full interview, that's where you could check that out. Lisa Ray was trying to bridge the gap between her and her sister, and I was thinking, now, Lisa Ray, I don't even know if the bridge is repaired between you and DeBrat, because y'all remember Lisa had said she found out about the engagement online with everybody else, and then I believe she said she found out about the baby online with everybody else. So maybe DeBrat and her really aren't as close as Lisa portrays, or maybe as close as Lisa knows. I don't know, but there's something there. And 2 major announcements and no phone call should tell you something, Lisa Ray.
Where do you ladies stand now?
Well, I mean, currently we're still not speaking. Yeah.
Oh.
But I want to thank you for when we spoke, you being that person to say, you know, I want y'all to get back together. Like you probably the first positive person I've talked to. Everybody else be coming in and, oh, you need to do this, you should do that. But you came to me and said, I know where you are. And I felt your heart.
That's true. Lisa Ray has been there in a very public space.
And I really appreciate that from you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're so welcome. And it's not going to, I ain't going to be able to just let a group.
Tamika, I know with Lisa Ray, that absolutely comes with like, oh, child, okay. So listen,
and I support her whole on. I want to say that I love my sister.
Yes.
Good. That's good to know.
And I support her wholeheartedly. And I ask everyone to support her. And I ask everyone.
It's okay, baby. It's okay.
Prayers.
That's love. That's love. That's why I said, take the time. And it's okay, baby. Take the time for that. When you're ready.
She starts crying.
That then you can say you are. It's okay.
Tamika, this is a positive, like safe place for you.
Yes, just know that.
If your sister's watching, is there anything you want her to know?
Yeah.
Or say to her? Like that, like maybe that could be the catalyst to start this. And is there anything you want to say to her if she's watching?
I want the best for her. Mm-hmm. And I want her to love herself. Mm-hmm. And don't let nobody stop you from being who you are.
I think that was a message for Rocky.
This ain't stealing.
Yes.
Because you were who you are before you met him.
Oh.
You're going to always be that star with or without him. Mm. I want you to love yourself. It's not about me. It's not about the group. It's about you. And it's about your love for yourself. Because you deserve the best.
And a lot of women have to learn that.
That was deep. Now let's get to what's the word on the street with Latocha. So shout out to Sippin' the Monty. He was the first person that I saw who posted this. It said Latocha Scott's highly anticipated debut solo album, The Invitation, A Conversation with God, sold 678 units in pure sales. The album from the Escape member has failed to chart on the Billboard 200 album charts. Congratulations, Latocha. Now, y'all, I don't know that that's true. I went ahead and paid that $179 and subscribed to Billboard Music because y'all know I like to give you guys the real. So right now I'm going to put my allegedly banner because I don't know that that's true. I thought that she was like number 19 on Apple. I don't know how number 19 on Apple's gospel chart could end up only selling 678 actual copies. I don't know if that's true. But I will definitely let you know. It's not as easy to read Billboard charts as I thought. So somebody from Billboard customer service is going to help me navigate that today. Because after you pay that $179, you still got to wait a day before they show that you have paid. And then they can help you navigate the charts. I'm like, okay, Billboard. Anyway, this was a lot. This was deep. This was a little messy. And I don't know if we'll be back tonight for an open panel, but we'll definitely have an open panel within the next couple of days. We have a lot to discuss. Maybe I'll see. I'll let you guys know earlier if we're going to do open panels. You know, open panels are usually 7 p.m. on Tuesdays. So maybe we will do an open panel tonight, especially if some more stuff pops off today. But until then, like the video, guys. We're still getting less than 10% likes. It's important for my channel, and I will see you guys later. Have a good one.